Hello YouTube, c'est Marie. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve dans une nouvelle vidéo où je vais parler en anglais. Donc je vous fais juste cette petite intro pour vous prévenir. J'ai décidé de lancer certaines vidéos en anglais sur ma chaîne parce que sur Instagram vous avez été nombreux à me dire que c'est quelque chose qui vous intéresserait. Donc du coup c'est ce qu'on va faire aujourd'hui. Before we go further into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell and like the video if you like it. So, today I want to talk about the big American scandal. I'm French, so this is gonna be a video from a French point of view and I hope you'll like it. So the big American scandal right now, if you haven't heard, is this big, huge scam from wealthy families who decided to bribe their kids into university, into college, into actually very high-end prestigious colleges in America. So apparently from what I've seen on YouTube and what I've seen on the news, one of the people involved is actress Lori Loughlin. So if you don't know her, French people might not know her. She's a famous actress who played in Full House, I think it is, with little Michelle, who was played by the Olsen sisters, so maybe that rings a bell, I don't know. But she actually bribed her two daughters into USC, so it's University of Southern California, I think. She paid $500,000 for her daughters to get in. When, first of all, I don't know anything about the older daughter, but I think Olivia Jade, who is the youngest, had no interest in going to college. She said it over and over on her YouTube channel, and she really disliked school, didn't want to do any schoolwork, she just wanted to go party and meet some boys. So, great life choices. So, what happened is they got caught. So, what they did was that the parents hired people, and some people at the university were involved too, obviously it's not just a one-way thing, and they apparently faked their SAT score. So the way it works in the USA is when you're a senior in high school you have to take the SATs, which is a test, and your score is hopefully good, and then you get to go to a good university. So universities that you apply to will look into your score and decide if it's good enough to get into that university. And so what happened is that the girl apparently took the SATs, but then her score was very low, and so they had someone come in and change her answers to make her win apparently 400 points, which from what I read is actually a lot. So it means she really did bad on her SATs, which, you know, I've been to an American high school, I've done a whole year there, and it's not that hard. So she probably did really bad, and so they had someone come and change her answers to make her score better. What they also did, and I think it's what is the most shocking out of all of this, because we all know that, you know, wealthy people will most likely get what they want through money, unfortunately. But what they also did is that they pretended that she was part of the rowing team. Rowing in French is aviron, so I don't know if you know what it's like. I think you row in this little boat on a river or something. She had never done it before, and so they apparently photoshopped her into the sports with row stuff behind her or something. I don't know. I haven't seen the photos, so it's just people talking, but apparently they photoshopped her into looking like she was part of the rowing team in high school when she's never done it, and got her to get into the college by doing rowing and by being an athlete. So the reason why this is so shocking, and honestly, you know, I'm shocked too, because if you're French and you don't know, going to university in the USA is very expensive. Here in France, I think, you know, we get away with it with maybe 1,000 euros a year. I don't know exactly. Just the school, you know, you still have to live somewhere and pay for stuff, but just the school, if you don't get any bursary or any scholarship, it's probably something like this. In the US, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars, $10,000, $20,000, $80,000, $100,000 to get into college for 1 year. So a lot of students have to get loans to be able to go to college because not everyone is rich, not everyone is super wealthy, and it's easy to say parents have to save money, but a lot of parents just can't save that amount of money, you know? And so a lot of students, to give themselves a chance to be able to go to a good school, to a good university with a good reputation and good classes and all of that, will get a loan from the bank, and then they'll have to pay it back until they're like 30 or 40. So it's like you're a doctor, but then you're not really making money, you're just paying off your student debt. So it's not great. And unfortunately, the question that I've seen going around on like the YouTuber or Instagrammers that I follow that are American is like, do you think going to college is that important? And the thing is, I would say yes, because I'm French, and I actually think here a lot of people have the opportunity to go for a pretty low price, and so they should take up this opportunity. But when you are American and you want to go to an American university, the question is a bit different because you have to think about that financial side of it. And I know the financial side of it is also important in France, but it's just different proportions. You know, when you think you have to spend $100,000 a year, you might think a little bit more about it, like, do I really want this? Could I maybe do better without going to university for, I don't know, 4 years? That's $400,000. It's like a house, so it's crazy. So I've seen this question going around a lot, and it really makes you think about what she did, because some people might choose to not go to university because they can't afford it, and she just bribes her way into university when she doesn't really care. So that's one thing. The second thing, back to the athletic side of it, is that because it's so expensive, a lot of students get to go to university because they get a scholarship, because they are athletes, because they worked so hard as athletes in high school and they're good. They became really good. The universities that are so prestigious are inclined to give them the money to attend the school in exchange for them to join the athletic team and keep being really good. And so if you're an athlete, that's one way that you can go to university, and that's also why it's so popular in high school to join a team, like basketball team, because if you're really good, you can get a really good scholarship to go to a really good school, and it can even lead you to have multiple options of school, even if your grades are not like a 4.0 GPA, which is pretty much the highest you can get in high school. So it's very important. It's not just like, oh, she's part of the rowing team, who cares? No, we care because, well, we care. People care, because what it means is that because she doesn't really row, she took someone else's spot, someone that probably worked really hard to and thought, you know, I'm so good at rowing, I'm probably going to be able to get in because of this, and they didn't because she took their spot. So that's very unfair, that's also very selfish, and that's also very wrong. So when I say that people worked really hard in their sport to make it to university, what I mean is that it's very much time consuming. It's a lot of commitment, and you have to be involved. I remember when I was living in the US, my two sisters, one was a cheerleader and the other one was was part of the dance team, so she was a dancer. And sometimes, some weeks, they would wake up at like 5 in the morning because they had practice before school, and then they would have another 3 hours practice at night. And they'd do this for like weeks. When the competitions were coming, it was even like crazier. And so when you're part of something like the rowing team, you have to imagine that the people who are rowing in high school, they get up every morning at like 5, they go to rowing, then they go to school, and then back at night they go back to practice, and then they have to still do, you know, their school work, so their homework, they still have to like eat, shower, do all the things. And I was watching a girl that said, you know, like sometimes I'm like even questioning eating because I'm just so tired because I do all these things. And you also have to think that also a lot of students at university, they also do that, and then they still have to work on the side even though they get a scholarship. They still have to work weekends or work nights. And so it just seems very unfair that someone with money could just avoid all of it, just get in and just pretend. It's really unfair. And all these kids that like give their best for all the years in high school and maybe sometimes even before, and then people at university who make it because of their hard work, they still have to provide all of this time and involvement and commitment to maintain their like athletic status, to be able to keep getting that scholarship that allows them to go to school. And so same, they like have to go rowing in the morning and they go to uni classes, and then at nights back to practice, and then maybe they have to work because, as I said, sometimes the scholarship is not enough and you still have to get a job. And so overall I think it's what, you know, made people really mad is that, you know, like if you bribe your way into school and you don't do any work, you don't go to classes, you don't care, and you just fail miserably, or maybe you don't fail because you pay them off, then, you know, good for you, like do whatever you want. It's your parents' money that you're wasting. You're also wasting your own time and your own energy because you're not focusing on what's actually going to bring you something in life. And it's just very much about you. It's your money, it's your energy, it's like your loss. But when you get in because you bribed and you took someone else's spot in the athletic team, I think that's when people feel like it's very unfair, and that's when they get mad. Which I completely understand, because that would make me so mad if I was like, I was so close to get in, and just because this girl bribed her way into it, like this could have been me, I'd be so mad. So it's no like big news that wealthy people get what they want with money, but that way with like taking someone else's spots and pretending to be in the rowing team, that's like very unfair. Now the question is what's gonna happen to them, because on the news, the FBI said that it was fraud and that they could face jail time. I don't know if they're gonna do jail time. In my opinion, it looks like people who are like rich and famous usually don't go to jail. But the other question that people are, you know, talking about is whether or not the daughters and the kids knew. Here's my opinion. Maybe she didn't know the whole thing, but they do have emails apparently that like lead us to think that she knew. And also like, you know, you got photoshopped into like the rowing, or she was taken in photos in front of like the rowing team or something. Like at some point, you know, you should probably notice that something is off, especially if you sucked in high school and failed your SATs, and then you know, make it into one of the most prestigious universities in the US. Like, don't you like see that something is weird? Like, I would kind of like question, ooh, like, how do I deserve to be there? Like, how is this happening? Like, am I just very lucky or something? Like, I would just question it at least a little bit. I personally don't care that people are rich. It's good for them. I'd like to be rich, though I'm not, but I would like to. It's more that she took someone else's spot, and that's pretty unfair, and it's also very mean, and you shouldn't do that. You should be, you know, try to be fair in life. Now we're gonna see what's gonna happen, but I thought this was a good subject to talk about. But anyways, I hope you liked this video in English. I don't really have a crazy different opinion than others. I pretty much have the same opinion as everyone else. It's pretty wrong, it's pretty unfair, and something should be done. So we'll see how it, you know, gets resolved and what people say and what people do. And maybe I'll do another video on the same subject. Let me know if you want more videos in English. Let me know what kind of subjects you'd like me to tackle on. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Let me know if you... I don't know if I'm gonna add subtitles yet or not, so let me know if you like it with or without the subtitles. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I travel a lot, so it's very summery, tropical, and nice. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye!